Hello, the King R here with the NFL regular season just around the corner. That means another season of Madden NFL football predictions. Last year, didn't do too bad. Doing it for the first time, I more or less, I didn't break even. I think I went, Madden went, Madden was +1 in the end, but that was last year. This is this year, so let's just cut to the chase. First and foremost, I'm doing the season opener, simulating the season opener, which is the New England Patriots as the 5-time and reigning Super Bowl champions. They get to host and lift and raise and celebrate in what most people will call the greatest Super Bowl of all time, at least when it comes to comebacks. But I mean, hey, I guess when you blow a 28-3 lead, you deserve to lose. So sorry, Atlanta, you had a shot, you had a chance to kick off the regular season at your new stadium. All you had to do was run the ball and kick a field goal, but no, you didn't. You blew it, and everything went downhill. But anyways, the New England Patriots with Tom Brady under center get to take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and let's see what Madden predicts for the season opener. But I am also going to give my NFL season predictions for this year, which teams are going to finish where in each division, and who's going to make the playoffs and who's going to win the Super Bowl. My official picks are here. Plus, for fun, at the end, near the end of the video, I took Madden, did the franchise mode, ran it through the season, and see who Madden likes to make it through the Super Bowl. And you know, only time will tell to see how accurate Madden is. But just like last year, I'm going to do week by week. So this is a special one. I will have my game of the week later in a different video and go from there, do week by week, blur, blah, blah, blah. And besides seeing how well, how accurate Madden is, I will pick 5 games to choose from, or I'm going to be and do my picks of the week. But like I said, I'll do that in the other video. So let's, without further delay, let's just run down who I believe, how each team's going to do in each division, wins and losses, and who's going to make the playoffs, who's going to make the championship games, and who's going to win the Super Bowl. So without further ado, diving right in, let's take a look at the NFC East. In the East, I have the New York Giants finishing the season at 10-6, first place in the East, followed by the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-6, followed by Dallas at 9-7, and the Washington Redskins at 8-8. In the NFC North, I have the Green Bay Packers finishing 13-3, the Minnesota Vikings 10-6, Detroit Lions at 9-7, and the Chicago Bears at 4-12. In the South, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 11-5, Atlanta 10-6, Carolina 8-8, and New Orleans at 7-9. And last in the West, we got Arizona at 9-7, Seattle at 9-7, the LA Rams at 6-10, and the San Francisco 49ers at 3-13. In the AFC, in the East, I have the New England Patriots finishing it at 11-5, the Miami Dolphins at 7-9, the Buffalo Bills at 4-12, and the New York Jets at 2-14. Oh, in the North, AFC North, I have Pittsburgh at 12-4, Cincinnati at 10-6, Baltimore at 5-11, and Cleveland at 5-11. There's hope for you, Cleveland. In the South, Houston at 10. The Houston Texans at 10-6, Tennessee Titans at 10-6, Indianapolis at 6-10, and Jacksonville at 4-12. You guys need a quarterback. In the West, I have the Kansas City Chiefs at 13-3, the Oakland Raiders at 12-4, Denver Broncos at 5-11, and the Los Angeles Chargers now at 4-12. So, who's going to make the playoffs? Well, in the NFC goes like this. The first two seeds, Green Bay and Tampa Bay, followed by the Giants, New York Giants with the third seed, Arizona Cardinals with the fourth seed, the Atlanta Falcons with the fifth, and the Philadelphia Eagles with the sixth seed. In the AFC, the first two seeds in the first round byes are Kansas City and Pittsburgh, followed by New England with the third seed, Houston Texans with the fourth, the Oakland Raiders with the fifth, and the Cincinnati Bengals with the sixth seed. So, those are my 12 teams to make the playoffs. I will say it's kind of tough to go back and forth and see how, looking through the schedule, which teams play who and when, and just, you know, this team's going to win here, that team's going to win there. Like, I have my Green Bay Packers finishing 13-3, and I think I'm being a little generous there. In all honesty, I think they're going to finish like either 11-5 or 12-4, but only time will tell. And you don't really take in the fact of, you know, this guy might be hurt, someone could get injured, someone just gets hot. Like, okay, I have Dallas going 9-7. Well, I'm taking the fact that Zeke Elliott isn't there. Plus, you know, I just think they're going to have that little sophomore slump. People know and expect, they know what Dallas is bringing to the table, and they're ready to come out of the gates and take care of business. But I'll dive on some of that off the field action news and all that in a little bit. Anyways, the skipping ahead, in my NFC Championship game, I have Tampa Bay versus Green Bay, and unfortunately, I have the Buccaneers. The NFC South has been hot, representing the NFC in the Super Bowl, but not so successfully. So I got Tampa Bay over Green Bay. Green Bay just still can't get over that hump because I would love them to, but I just don't. And in the AFC, I gotta show some love for Houston for some strange reason. I got Houston versus Pittsburgh, and Houston beating the Steelers to head to the very first Super Bowl. So, in Super Bowl 52, it's going to be the Houston Texans versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with the winner being Houston. Don't know why, just going with it. Just something says Houston. Houston, Tampa Bay. Well, the last 2 years or so, I've had Green Bay versus Kansas City because I really want that. I really want that Super Bowl I rematch. I really wish I had it in Super Bowl 50. I wish I had it last year. They both had the opportunities, but they just weren't there. So that's my Super Bowl pick. I'm making that official, and only time will tell. But anyways, just a quick look at the action. We got a tied ball game, close game. Kansas City 10, New England 10. See how this one plays out. But some of the other NFL news and notes that have been happening throughout the offseason, like the potential 6-game suspension for Ezekiel Elliott. You have of course, the New England Patriots and quote-unquote the GOAT, Tom Brady. I'm not one to acknowledge him as that. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. There's just too much baggage and history that's surrounding him that will make my opinions veer differently. But you also have, besides Zeke, the Patriots making their comeback. You have the Colin Kaepernick blackballing, NFL blackballing him or not. I mean, that's a matter of opinion. As far as I can tell, I haven't seen anything that he's trying to make himself aware, trying to make himself, hey, look here, I want to still be playing football. And the whole kneeling during the national anthem, which I feel like it's just getting kneeling or sitting or whatever. I just feel like some people are just losing the purpose of what he was trying to do. But I feel like Kaepernick was he just wanted attention. So he did that. He sat down and, someone saw that happen and said, oh, no. So he had to make something up on the spot. And now, after he decided to opt out, yes, he opted out of his contract from San Francisco. He's out of a job. No one wants to pick him up. A handful of teams say, sure, we'll look at him, this and that. And I don't know how many people are saying they were going to protest the NFL this year until someone signs him. I mean, first and foremost, teams would want him.
So even though it's first down, here's the
and
field goal unit on
have to look at what type of atmosphere, what type of what type of media circus are we going to get into if we get him? I mean, if he doesn't want to play football, if he's not in football shape, if he's not dedicated and focused on playing football, what's the point of having him? So, I mean, I just haven't seen anything that shows me that he wants to play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
That's how I see it. But then going back to the kneeling and protesting the national anthem, fine dandy. Like Marshawn Lynch, he's sitting out. He doesn't want to sit and sit. He's just doing that for attention. And you don't hear anyone complain about the camera guys, the announcers, whatever. Walking around with the cameras, taking pictures. They're not respecting the playing national anthem. They're taking pictures. They're standing there with the cameras and this and that. But you don't hear anything complain about that. No. Why not complain about them? Stop being hypocrites. But all in all, I think people are losing the message, and now it's just going to becoming, oh, they're kneeling, they're in favor of that and this and that, and like I don't know. This is just a sticky situation and a slippery slope that I think is just getting out of hand. But other NFL news that happened in the offseason, well, you have the retirements of Jay Cutler and Tony Romo, and Jay Cutler coming out of retirement because his old coach, running buddy in Miami needed a quarterback after Ryan Tannehill tore his ACL and needs surgery or sprain or whatever. He's done for the season. A little sad, and Miami's coming off a playoff appearance, and I don't know if Jay Cutler's the answer, but only time will tell. I mean, he was Chicago's greatest quarterback when he played Green Bay. I mean, he knows how to throw those interceptions. Yeah, but trying to think what other NFL news. I mean, you could talk about Zeke for a little bit. What's this? Deion Lewis breaks one. Touchdown, New England. It's starting to get away from Kansas City. It's now 36-13. But the Zeke Elliott case is going to be interesting. I'll probably talk a little more about that maybe, because my week 1 simulation is the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. And the Zeke Elliott situation is just a big old headache. What is it really about? Is it about domestic violence? Did he do something? Did were there some evidence that's like, no? How much power does the Commissioner Goodell have, and what are we really arguing about? What are the 6-game suspension really about? What is that really about? I guess is the real question. Why is he being suspended 6 games, and is it worth going and fighting? I mean, if he ends up losing, he'll end up serving a 6-game suspension if it's not reduced at any point. And I'm sure before the regular season, we're going to find out if he's going to serve that or he's going to fight it and have it hold off a few more weeks. But
let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that
I just think he just needs to take his lumps and serve the 6 games, because I mean, if it goes halfway through the season and by week 15 it's like, no, you lose, you got to serve 6-game suspension, and they're in the hunt for the playoffs, and they're going to make the playoffs, and he's going to miss the entire playoffs. Well, if he just served at the beginning of the season, he'd be playing. But anyways, I'll maybe get more on that in my thoughts when I get to the other game, but let's take a look. It's now 40-13 New England. New England's just hammering Kansas City, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, I would think New England at home, Kansas City, it'd be nice to see Kansas City to pull off that upset week 1. And then it would be just nice to see Tom Brady show some fatigue. I mean, he's 40 years old now. Only one quarterback has started a playoff game over the age of 40 or older. And that was the man, the myth, the man, the legend, the gunslinger, Mr. Iron Man, Brett Favre. I mean, that guy just wanted to play, but the difference between him and Brady, Favre took hit after hit after hit. So, I mean, yes, I see why Tom Brady, he has some longevity. He's healthy. He just, he's going to get sacked. He goes down. He's not a scrambler. He's not running all over the place. And that's why, Aaron Rodgers from the Packers, he wants to play as long as Brady. I mean, I would love to see that. I hope he finishes his career with Green Bay. Ooh, Kansas City 4th down. Dang it. Time's running out. This game's over. It's over. Oh, what? Okay. Trying a 60-yard field goal attempt for some strange reason. New England just for shits and giggles, and that ball is way short. I don't know why. Kansas City didn't have anyone back there to try and return it. But what we got? Clock is ticking. We got 10 seconds left, and this is your last play of the game. Kansas City loses. New England whomps them with a 27-point difference. 40-13 is your final. So Madden predicts your season opener is going to be 40-13. New England over Kansas City. Yeah. Alex Smith. We'll see how much longer you play. Andy Reid, good luck. I love how Bill Belichick found a way to keep his image out of Madden. But anyways, there's your stats of the game. 400 passing yards, 100. It's all New England. So, without any further ado, let's take a look. Let's see who Madden predicts is going to finish in each division, and so on and so forth. Yeah, Sim. Advancing to the playoffs. Here we go again. So, man, here we go. In the AFC, starting the AFC North, we have Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Browns. In the South, Titans. Oh, geez, I won't. Whatever. New England. Woo. Kansas City, NFC North, Bears, Packers, Lions, Vikings. South. Man, I went too fast through this. Go down. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. Let's skip to the end. There's your six playoff teams. New England, yeah. Cardinals, Seahawks, Chicago, yeah, right. Packers, Giants. Oh, and there's one more. There's your first round of playoffs, second round of playoff. More or less, I'll just NFC, AFC championship games. We have. Oh, come on, go back. Oh, hate my ending. Anyways, Super Bowl, Bears versus Patriots. Man likes New England. I don't know how well accurate that's going to be, but I'll put in the bottom and who man likes.